So today I just want to do a little review of how we can model multiplying two fractions together or taking a part of a part. We often call these brownie pan problems because often the real world scenarios that we give you often involve somebody buying a fractional part of a pan of brownies that only had a fractional part in it to begin with. So we often refer to these as brownie models. So our problem is Bob bought 1/3 of a pan of brownies that was 3/4 full. How much of the whole pan did he buy? Before you actually start your model, you might want to do a few things. You might want to think about how to put this in slightly different words, and you might want to think about an estimate for your answer. So if Bob buys 1/3 of a pan of brownies that was 3/4 full, he wants 1/3 of a group of 3/4. Okay, so he only wants 1/3 of something that's only 3/4 full to begin with. So he's taking a part of a part. And if that's the case, if he is taking a part of something that is smaller than 1, his answer should be less than 1. And if he's taking a part of something that is smaller than 3/4, his answer should also be smaller than 3/4. Finally, because multiplication works both ways, you can also think of this as 3/4 of a group of 1/3. If he's taking part of a group of 1/3, his answer should also be less than 1/3. So his answer should be less than 1, less than 3/4, and actually less than 1/3 as well. So let's see what happens when we do the model. So he wants 1/3 of a pan of brownies that was only 3/4 full to begin with. So what do we need to start with? We need to start with a pan of brownies that is 3/4 full. Well, I'm going to split my pan into 4 parts. And I only want, there's 3/4 full. Now, Bob buys 1/3 of these brownies, okay, which in this problem is really convenient because of the quantity that we have still in our pan, it is already split into 3 pieces for us. So, if we want one of those 3 pieces, there's one of those 3 pieces, and we can look and see, well, that is 1 piece out of a total of a whole pan of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So Bob, we know, buys 1/4 of a pan. Now, another slightly different way to look at this problem, because it won't always work out quite that nicely, where when you go to take your part, it's already split into the pieces that you need, is to split it a slightly different way. So you can still start with your pan being 3/4 full. 1, 2, 3, okay? But you can also choose to split it this way into thirds, okay? So now I have split those 3/4 into thirds. So here was 1, 2, 3/4, and here's 1, 2, 3 pieces, or 1, 2, 3 thirds. So if I want one of those 3 thirds, right, I can shade this way. Now it gives me the exact same answer, but just with a different number of pieces in my whole. So I see that I have 1, 2, 3 pieces out of a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pieces, which is exactly the same as the 1/4 we had before. I hope this has been a quick refresher on how to take a part of a part or multiply two fractions with a